G'day there, folks. I'm your host, Steve Elmy from Homegrown Hunter TV. I'm here with good friends from Marmora, Ontario, Bonter Marine. I've got Andy Bonter here. He's going to talk to us a little bit about some of the Polaris stuff. Thanks for having us out here, Andy.
Good to see you again.
Now, I'm just a little curious about the history behind Bonter and how you guys are Canada's oldest Polaris dealer.
Oh, okay. Well, my dad was the first Polaris dealership in Canada. We started with Polaris back in, I'd have to look up records, probably around 62, 63 range, somewhere in there. And that's all we've ever been ever since. Now it's just my brother and I, my brother Jeff and I, and we lost our dad 7 years ago. So we have the family business now, and yeah, we just keep doing the same thing, keep growing and moving forward as best we can.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, we have a sportsman show called the Sportsman's Gathering in Tweed, Ontario, and Bonter's been there to support us the last 2 years, and recently I've picked myself up a 570 Ranger, which I absolutely love. But back in September, they had the Polaris Industries come up here and they did some side-by-side tests and invited me to come out and do it. And I'll tell you what, folks, they have such high qualities, if I could say so, or expectations on making sure that their engineers are developing the greatest product out there for quads and riding trails. But they've got a new, not relatively new, I think it's called a Highlifter, and I believe you got one here for myself.
Yeah, I got the new rack stacker Highlifter out back here for you, for the company, if you want one.
Absolutely.
Ready to roll. You want to check it out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on out.
This beats the one I've got for sure.
Yeah, well, you got your new 570 is, yeah, this is quite the step up. You're into now the 900. This is 68 horse, electronic power steering. Being the Highlifter package, this gives you all the bells and whistles. As you can see, it's got the great big monster tires on it, so when you do need to plow through the mud
or the snow or whatever you're getting into.
Yeah, it comes factory standard with the 4,500 pound winch, the Highlifter bush guard on it. All the air intakes all done by Highlifter. And on this model over the one you have, you get under seat storage on both your passenger seats and your driver's seat, slider driver's seat. Another feature that you have on this model that you don't have on your current 570 is all these cubby holes down underneath the dash, a dual 12 volt accessory plug-in ports.
For any extra electricity and stuff that you need.
Sure, yeah, your cell phones or whatever. Dry locker glove box. This model has built-in power point right here to operate your winch, built in the dash. Also on XP900 you get one-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, and four-wheel drive. One-wheel drive, if you just go easy around your property and that, you won't even leave a tire print on your lawn. Yeah, just won't tear anything up. High and low beam switch, of course, for your lights. The tilt steering. Electronic power steering on this model, and over here as well is a port to plug in your cabled remote winch control. So if you want to be up by the winch and run the winch,
bury it in the mud. And
yeah, you can actually stand up. Yeah, you can run it that way.
I don't know much about the snorkels. I can see the snorkels back here. Does that mean I could go literally this deep in water?
Well, yeah, it's not a boat, but then it tends to be, you guys all tend to use them like a boat. And
well, you have to. That's what they're for.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take it down the Moira River.
But yeah, it'll run right up to you. Start taking any of the swamp in there. And then of course this one's got the big dump box, of course. And
well, being on the farm too, I raise my own beef, and I know in the fall when I got my 570, which is obviously a little smaller than this, but this is really handy for my wife to be using for, you know, feeding the cattle and doing the gardening tools and stuff like that. So I love the box. Now, I've got two young kids. I see that this is a 3-up seat as well, not just the flat bench. But what I like about this too is that you can have a conversation with your buddies. It doesn't seem to be that loud.
Oh yeah, if you open that door, just touch your foot on the brake pedal if you want, and just turn the key there, let her do her thing, and start it up. And this is inside here in our building, and go ahead, start it up. So that's what you're going to hear. Yeah, when you and I are riding down the trail, that's what you're going to hear. Yep. So. And then if you put a cab on it or whatever, it's even going to be more quiet, you know. But it's, yeah, it gives you all the features of the small machine being a big full-size machine. And you got room for 3 full-size adults. Yeah. Seat belts, storage under the seat, storage everywhere, as you can see. Yeah.
Now, did you get obviously the windshield on the top?
Everything.
I've got the gun rack that goes on the back.
Yep, you can put all that on this. You can get a full cabin closure, stereo system, heat, defrost, windshield washer, wiper. We make, Polaris is one of the only manufacturers, we make every single option you can think of for our machines. It all fits and works 100% sealed up and right, and it's all cheaper than any aftermarket stuff that you have to put on other brands that don't offer you what Polaris does offer.
Okay. Now, you say this one's for myself. Would you guys install that here, or do I have to custom order all that in?
Yep, we put all this on ourselves, no problem. Plus, it's something that if you're the least bit handy, you could buy the pieces and install them yourself. They're all lock and ride. You can put a windshield on this machine, as an example, without any exaggeration. 10 seconds, no tools. That's
Yeah, it's a locking handle.
Yeah, same for the roof, same for the rear panel. It's all that simple.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, sure.
Now, I did notice that the winch on here is 4,500 pounds. Obviously, it's a much bigger machine.
Yep.
But what's with to me, it looks
Rope?
rope. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a cable. Everybody's got cables. What's with the rope?
Well, that's the new synthetic winch rope, seems to be the standard now coming into the industry. It's way stronger than steel cable. And if you ever do have the case where you do happen to break it for some reason or whatever, it's cut resistant and it's stronger cable, as I mentioned. But if you did, you can just tie a loop in it and carry on and, hook your winch
Well,
loop
then
in
you're
it.
not getting all that metal in your hands.
Yeah, when your cable frays, that doesn't happen with the synthetic winch rope, so you're not getting stuck all the time when the cable gets wore out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Super cool, man. Well, so am I going to load this up today?
Sure. There's
Okay.
there's your keys. Your young lad will be happy, I'm sure.
Oh, well, he's going to tell me is he gets this one and I keep the other
Oh
one.
yeah, for sure.
So I appreciate you showing us this. I'm looking forward to using it this spring. And folks, I'll tell you right now, come on over to any Polaris dealer for that matter. They've all got access to this. But if you're anywhere in Eastern Ontario, take the trip to Marmora, to Bonter Marine. These are the guys to talk to. I'm your host of Homegrown Hunter TV. Thanks for joining me today.